Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, Peareg Gaming. This is a part 2 video to some hidden gems / underrated games. Starting off, 50 Cent, Blood on the Sand. Actually, I really enjoyed this game. It's pretty much dirt cheap, third-person shooter, and I quite like him anyway. But that was a lot better game than I expected it to be. Recommend that one. Stranglehold. This is good, sort of like third person, sort of like a Max Payne sort of controls on this one. I'd definitely recommend that if you're into third person action games. This is another very similar one, Wet. I love Bethesda anyway. The same sort of controls, say £2 if you can find these games dirt cheap like I did. I've had them a while now, but a lot of these are still going cheap. I'd recommend them. This is another very good one, Nier. £4, and it's actually a lot better, this game, than I thought it were going to be. Played it quite a bit. There's quite a lot of open world areas you can explore in. Recommend that one. First of all, Earth Defense Force Insect Armageddon, and then Earth Defense Force 2025, and then Earth Defense Force 2017. All three of them games, really good games. Can't recommend them enough. I bought them all at the same time. I know this one's a bit of not for everybody. LMA Manager 2007. See, I bought this just before lockdown for about 12 quid. And then it's stupidly skyrocketed up to about 40 quid now. Because it was the only LMA game on console. But good if you're into management games. Deadfall Adventures. Another one that's backwards compatible, I believe, with the Xbox One. But it's a good game, sort of like an Indiana Jones, first person. And it's not really a game that everybody thinks of, AAA game, so I'd recommend that. Shadowrun. This is another great game. I think I paid the grand total of about 2 quid or something for that. And it's like classes of different races, but it's a really, really fun game, that. Anarchy Reigns. What can I say? £1.50. Third person sort of beat 'em up sort of game. But it's actually really enjoyed what I played of that one. You can do some quite cool moves and stuff on it. This is another one that you don't often see. Monster Madness, Battle for Suburbia. It's like a top-down, you can play split screen sort of action game, but it's actually really unique. I definitely recommend this one to anybody, but as I say, it's not one that you often see about. This is one that everybody seems to mention. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. I know it's getting a remake for the next generation coming up, but this is definitely a top-notch game. Anybody who's into sort of Dragon Age sort of RPG games, you definitely need to pick this up because it's a really good game. Blood Drive. This is a good game. I'm not a massive car racing fan, but this is sort of like in the vein of Carmageddon, which I have for the Xbox One. This is that sort of thing, bit violent, bit gory. Maybe not quite as good as Carmageddon, but it's still a good game. And you've got Saw. Again, not one you often see coming up. If you can see it, I've got Saw, and I've got Saw 2. Again, bought them both at the same time for collection purposes. I do quite like the movies. They went a little bit daft, but the games are actually pretty good. They do the films some justice. So I'd recommend picking Saw up. But again, it's not one that you always see. You have to just get lucky, really. And this one, not so much a hidden gem, but it's one that I really like, and it never comes cheap at the moment. Family Guy, Back to the Multiverse. I think I paid £15 for it, probably about 5 years ago, for this, just because I like Family Guy and you never see it come up. So me and the kids have had some cracking matches on this, spent hours and hours playing it. There's like a multiverse madness mode on it, a bit like a horde mode, which we've gone through every single wave on it. So I definitely recommend that one to anybody if you're a Family Guy fan like me. Alright, thanks for watching.